I did a series a while ago called Do You Know Hearthstone? Have you ever heard of this series before?
Thumbnails. I have seen thumbnails. I am a thumbnail connoisseur, and they have gone past me in the algorithm, and yes, I've seen these thumbnails.
Okay, but you have never watched one.
Nope.
Okay, perfect. This is the first episode of Do You Know Magic the Gathering? The whole point of this series, CGV, is I took real cards and I slightly altered them to see if you could tell me whether or not it's a real Magic card or not. Because some of the cards may not be changed at all. Your job is to identify either what I have changed or what I have not changed on the card at all, because then it would be a real card. Basically, to sum it up, you're going to tell me if it's a real card or a fake card and why it's a fake card if you think it's a fake card. I'm going to say this right now. Okay, Magic the Gathering creating custom cards is not as great as it is for Hearthstone just because of the complexity of each card. So if something looks weird because of formatting, it's purely because of the fact that it's a custom card. Also, I'm going to define what you will be looking for, okay? It is everything on the card besides the art and the rarity and the set the rarity showcases, okay? And the flavor text you can ignore completely.
Okay. If this is current standard, I'm gonna crush this.
Every card is going to be in current standard. Every card's in current standard, okay?
Oh God. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, there are 12 cards. Are you ready?
Let us begin. Liliana of the Veil is 1 black for a legendary planeswalker, and the loyalty count is 3. The +1 is each player discards a card. The -2 is target player sacrifices a creature. And the -6 is separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. Is something off about this card?
Again, I'm going to remind you, it could be a real card. I could have not changed absolutely anything about it.
Well, I believe the Typeline has legendary planeswalker Liliana in the current printings because they had to add like the name of the planeswalker because they had multiple instances. I think there are like 7 Lilianas now. So I think there's supposed to be a /Liliana next to the legendary planeswalker in the Typeline. The other part that I'm being sus about, separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. Is it target player? Because all of this is functionally correct, but you would never target yourself. Did this get changed from opponent to target player? If you were supposed to mute your mic, you forgot.
No. You're good. You're good. I'm having the flashbacks from like what doing this before, because I will tell you right now, the first card is like engaging, like you're really into it, but the second you get one wrong is you get really in your head. That's happened to every single person. So I'm going to hope that you're as confident as possible here getting the first one correct.
We'll do this very simply. Liliana of the Veil is the correct name. Cost is correct. The loyalty count is correct. The +1 is correct. The -2 is correct. That -6 is a little sus, but I wouldn't be surprised if it targeted. I just don't remember it targeting. That's the problem. That -6 and whether or not it's target player or target opponent is sus. It is very sus.
Okay.
But I know the Typeline's wrong. The Typeline's supposed to be legendary planeswalker Liliana, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay, you'd be correct. That is the correct answer. I was hoping you would focus more on the second part as well. To be honest with you, for the first one, I wanted to make this relatively easy just so you can get into the swing of things. But yeah, you are entirely correct. The only difference is that there is a Liliana.
It does target a player. You can target yourself with the -6. That's stupid. Why would anybody do that? What the hell is that for? Okay, sorry.
Maybe it's for
you can tell I was overthinking that. Oh
maybe
my
it's
God.
for the language of Commander. Maybe is that the reason why?
So you can target yourself? There's no reason to target yourself. It should be target opponent. It should be target opponent.
I guess
for sure. Fair. United Battlefront. This is 3 and a white for a sorcery, and it says look at the top 7 of your library. Put up to 2 non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. See, that would be such a good card too, because what it's supposed to say, Rarran, is non-creature, non-land cards. Final answer.
Okay. I like how excited you got. That you're right. That is correct. I changed it so it did not say non-creature. I was gonna throw up some text to see if you got it. You did. Congratulations. 2 for 2. Yes. I'm impressed.
Yes.
This is where
I'm telling you, man. You picked the wrong guy. This is gonna be easy.
Well, let's see. Hopefully. So I will say This is very reminiscent of what I did for the Hearthstone. The very first person I did with it was named Zeddy. He got, I think, 9 out of 10 correct in the first one.
Okay.
This is a good litmus test.
That's a high bar. Okay. That's a high bar.
Again, I will say for Hearthstone, I feel like because I was able to change the gem and like the expansion, it makes it a little bit more easy to kind of trick people up. But again, we'll get better and better at this as I continue going. But here is your next one.
Slickshot Show Off is 1 in a red for a 1/2 creature bird wizard who I hate with a passion, but it's a very rewarding card to play. Yes, I know it's fun the first time, but my God, do I hate dying to this thing. It has flying and haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Slickshot Show Off gets +2/+0 until end of turn, and the plot is 1 in a red. Is it a bird wizard? See, the Magic players know that's a joke because Is It is a color combination of blue and red, and it gets played in an Is It deck. See?
Funny. So funny.
But are you a wizard? Are you sure you're a wizard? Do you look like a wizard? We've got this beak and this hat. It's an Outlaws card, so it's got the cowboy flavor, but is it a wizard? I think it's a wizard. I think it's a wizard. I think this is the one that you're throwing me with no changes. This has no changes.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You're wrong.
I can't be wrong. No. What? What?
Look at the card one more time.
Bird wizard. What? It has flying and haste. Yes. Right. It has plot for 1 in a red. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Yeah, that's the card. What are you doing?
So here you're so right, CGB. The text was not changed whatsoever. I told you this is when it's gonna get a little bit more difficult. Look at the border of the card.
The border of the card?
If it's a red mana card, the border of the card is red around the text itself.
I thought that would be the funky look from the card designer.
No. That's why I specified with the rarity and the expansion icon. I couldn't change it as far as I'm aware.
The border is supposed to be redder. I agree. I just thought that was the janky card design you mentioned. Oh, what? This is no way. You're gonna get me on that? On the color? Okay. All right. You gotta lock in. Okay.
That's why I wanted to specify at the very beginning that everything on the card could be changed other than the art and the actual rarity and the expansion icon. That's why I mentioned it very clearly like that.
The border. This is on the border. Okay. All right. You want to fight about the border? All right. Fine. Message sent, message delivered. Huh, is that a blue border? Is it the wrong shade? Is this Azer blue and not like deep blue?
Can I tell you something before you get to this card? I already know I'm gonna read comments on this video like, oh my God, I can't believe he's counting the border. And the amount of times I read that on a Hearthstone video where I got someone on the wrong expansion, because I don't know if you noticed, like looking at Hearthstone cards, behind the text is where they put the expansion emblem. And people don't really look at that. They really overlook it very often. So people got mad at me in the comments for doing that, but it's fair game. It is fair game. Everything on the card. Sorry, continue.
This town ain't big enough, Rarran, for the both of us. 4 and a blue for an instant in a blue border that says this spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a permanent you control. Return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Functionally, this is the card. The question is, does it say return up to, or does it have to have 2 targets? Because I don't think you can cast this town for 0. Let me think about that. That's the kind of thing where it's like, you never have this card in your hand and you're looking around being like, oh, I don't have anything to return. The decks that play this play a whole bunch of permanents that you want to bounce. So you target your own stuff a lot. I swear to God, man, I don't remember it being an option to return up to 2. But it looks right. It looks right. Like the amount of words on the card looks right. I'm gonna say this one has no changes.
Final answer.
Yes.
You're correct.
Thank God. Okay. Yes. I know this town ain't big enough. I know this card.
Okay. No, good job. All right, here's your next one.
Beza, the Bounding. Beza the Bounding. Classic Beza the Bounding. 2 white for a legendary creature, elemental elk, a 4/5. And when Beza the Bounding enters, create a treasure token. If an opponent controls more lands than you, you gain 4 life, and if an opponent has more life than you, create 2 1/1 blue fish creature tokens. If an opponent has more creatures than you, draw a card. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you. Ah, what a beautiful card. I built a whole commander deck around Beza. Beza's a wonderful commander, and then you just blink it. But there's also ways to sacrifice your own land, so you always get the treasure, and sack your own creatures to always get the fish, and reduce your own life total, always get the life. Oh, it's a wonderful card, right? It's a wonderful card. I know everything there is to know about Beza, and this text box is 100% accurate. 100% accurate. But Beza has one more word in the title, and it's Beza the Bounding Spring is the name of the card, my friend.
You're correct. I knew you had the second you read the name of the card, which is fine. Again, I wanted to see if I could trip you up here with the amount of text that's on the card. In hindsight, maybe asking your 15 favorite cards in Standard might have been a mistake, but I didn't know. I wanted to make it as fair as possible, so that's completely fine on my part.
Next up, you're going to use Scryfall Random. Do you know what that is?
No idea. What is that?
It's literally a button on the Scryfall site that you hit, and it just shows you a random card. That's hard mode for Magic.
That would be
crazy.
That's
Magic hard mode.
Yeah, that might be too much, but we'll see, because I want to make sure this is all in Standard. What?
Okay. Stock up. Bro, come on. Stock up.
What's wrong?
You think I'm going out? I'm going around stocking up on people?
That's the name of the card.
No, it's not. It's stock up. It's stock. As in, you get a bunch of things and put them in your sock drawer for later. You stock up. Yeah, not stock up. You Canadians have English too, right? What is this?
No. See, I know you're making fun of it, but legitimately, I was I've done this a lot in the Dude Hearthstone for Hearthstone, where it's the last one I did the name change, right? So you wouldn't necessarily think I'm going to do that again, but I wonder if I would trip up anybody for just saying it like that, because in your mind you still read it up as stock up, right? But obviously, it's not the right definition of the word. It's not the right one. So you're right. It's the wrong name. You don't have to read the rest of the fucking card. I was just hoping it would trip you up.
Yep,
I was really hoping it would, dude. I was praying.
No, not today. No, you're not getting me on stock up. Whatever that.
All right, there you go. Here's your next one.
Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Nice. Yep.
That's
Legendary
right,
creature. Avatar Horror. Yep. 3 green, and that's the correct cost. Yep. 6/5. That's the correct power toughness. Okay, so we got to go to the text box. Impending 4, 1 green. If you cast a spell for its impending cost, it enters with 4 time counters on it and isn't a creature until the last is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. Think that's right. Let's get to the last bit. Whenever Overlord of the Hauntwoods enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named Everywhere that is every basic land type. Why is something wrong? Does it create a tapped one? Yeah, I think it does.
How many times have you played this card? A lot, would you say?
Not as often as all of the other cards so far.
Interesting.
I'm not a domain enjoyer, but I do run it from time to time. It is a good card. And there are some decks where you do have to play it. Does it have to be on the card that is a colorless token? I think it can just be a land. It can be create a tapped token named Everywhere that is every basic type. I don't think it has to be colorless. I think that might be the thing. The impending part feels 100% right to me. Everything else is right. I'm going to go with the colorless is not on the card. That word.
Is that your final
answer? I'm going with that. Yep, final answer.
You're wrong.
I am? What's wrong with it?
It is not a legendary creature.
What? It's an enchantment creature. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. You're right.
It feels so
legendary.
It feels so good for you to just run right by that, knowing this whole time you're looking at the wrong spot. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh, no. Okay, I get it. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, my God. All right.
Are you locked in?
Oh, I'm shook, but I'll lock in.
I'm glad that tripped you up. That always makes me feel good when
I bet it does. Okay.
It does. Okay. All right. Here's your next card.
Oh no. Soulstone Sanctuary is a land. It taps for a colorless, and for 4 generic, this land becomes a 3/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types. I think that's the card. Doesn't have an extra land type. It's just a land. Soulstone Sanctuary. Is the border gray enough? I think so. Because it is a colorless card. No, this is the card. This is the card.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
No way.
You're wrong.
No way. No.
Wrong.
What?
You're
What?
missing one key sentence on the card.
I am?
Yep. Here's the real one.
It's still a land. I don't think I ever read that. What? It's still a land. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I thought to myself, there's probably a good chance you already understood intuitively that this is still a land because you played Magic for so long. You probably doesn't remember that text.
So true. I don't think I've ever read that.
My
God.
I'm so glad it paid off. Oh, good.
Okay, great. All right.
Okay,
Oh, this is going well.
You're doing great. Don't worry. You're still positive.
I'm crashing out. That's the truth. That's the actual truth. Okay.
Yeah, what's your next one?
Oh, I better get this one right. Temporary lockdown. 1 white enchantment. When temporary lockdown enters the battlefield, exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until temporary lockdown is destroyed. Nope, it's until it leaves the battlefield. Yep, final answer.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
you were correct. You're very confident there. Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is my one hope against the aggro meta. It's the only card that keeps me afloat, and it's rotating out in like a month, and oh my gosh, standard is cooked. It's over.
Wait, when this card's over, the game's just like finished because you don't have this removal anymore against mono red?
I mean, they'll probably print something to take its place, but yeah, let's just say this matters a lot against Corey Steelcutter quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's fair.
There's nothing else that deals with that card the way that is necessary.
It's so funny the way I've done this. It's almost like I was planning it or something. I don't know. Here's your next card.
You bastard. You dare put this in my face on my day off. All right. Monastery Swiftspear. 1 red, 1/2. Haste, prowess, creature, human, monk. So far, so good. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh my God. I hate that you're making me read this carefully because I hate this card so much.
Did you check the border?
Is it the right shade of red, Rarran? Is it the right shade of red? Okay.
We have fun here.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. That is correct. Why is there an extra parenthesis at the end, Rarran?
Ignore that. That's formatting issue.
If the parenthesis doesn't count, I think this is just the card. Yes, final answer.
Yeah, you're correct.
It's good.
You were correct.
Oh, thank God.
You're
Jesus.
Okay, you got 2 more cards. You're doing great. You might get these immediately. You might not. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Here's the next one.
Children the Apocalypse is 1 and nope, it's 2 and a black. Done. Next card. You're not getting me with that. Those mana symbols are important. Honestly, this would be a more balanced version of the card for sure.
This is your last one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, good luck.
Jace. Oh God, there's so many words on this card.
Ignore the fact that I did not explain what the completed mechanic was. I just felt like it was not needed for this.
Okay. Jace the Perfected Mind is 2, a blue, and a Phyrexian mana symbol for a legendary planeswalker Jace with 5 loyalty. And it's completed, which means you can cast it for the Phyrexian mana symbol and 2 if you also pay 2 life, and it enters with 2 fewer loyalty upon it. +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets -3/-0. Believe that is correct. -2. Target player mills 3 cards. Then if a graveyard has 20 or less cards in it, you draw a card. Otherwise, you draw 3 cards. Okay. -X, target player mills 3 times X. So I've played this card probably even more than Shieldred. Okay. This has been my win condition in my favorite deck up until recently, where I decided that deck wasn't good anymore, which is very sad.
That's sad. That is sad.
It's very sad. This card and Temporary Lockdown have been hanging out together, trying to get me wins in Standard for a very long time. And a lot of people didn't think Jace was a very playable card, but it turned out to be very, 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 very good card. So yeah, I've cast this one a lot.
That must mean you know if the card's real or not.
I should know this card. I know this card so well. I believe the mana symbols for the blue and the Phyrexian are backwards. So I'll go on record for that. I don't know if you're going to call that a formatting mistake or not.
Okay. Holy shit. Could you imagine if I did that? That'd be insane.
Would it? But I'll tell you what's actually wrong with this.
What's actually
wrong? It says then if a graveyard has 20 or less, and it's 20 or more, because if it were less, it would be so much better. Wait a minute. No, it's not. No, because it's 20 or less, you draw a card, otherwise you draw 3. No, that's correct. Actually, that's correct. I thought it was inverted, but it's not. No, it's the mana symbols. It's the mana symbols. You swapped the mana symbols. It's 2, then Phyrexian, then blue. No, wait, hold on. That's not right either. It's 2 blue. It's 2 blue because the completed part is only a part if you cast it for that number.
Wait, I thought you knew this
that's
card.
the completed text. That's the completed text. The completed text is like you can pay the regular blue or you can pay the Phyrexian amount. No, it's just the symbols. It's the Phyrexian symbol and the blue mana symbol are inverted. They need to be flipped.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
You're wrong.
What?
Okay, so first and foremost, I actually never thought about swapping the mana colors. That's actually a really interesting thought. That's a good idea for next time. I inverted the text of what it actually says.
Huh?
So rather than read the second paragraph on the real card and then read the fake one. Functionally, it's the same, but it doesn't read the exact same.
Oh my God, the mana symbols are that way. That's so crazy. Oh God, I thought for sure. Okay. Target player mills 3 cards. Then if a graveyard has 20 or more, you draw 3. Otherwise, you draw.
I wrote that if a graveyard has 20 or less cards in it, you draw 1 card.
You draw a card. Oh, you were tricky because it's functionally the same.
Functionally, it's the exact same.
Functionally the same. Oh God.
The mana cost one's good. Okay, well that's the first episode. Did you have fun?
I